Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Mason here, back here with another podcast. I forgot to name the podcast Wrestling with Wrestling today. I apologize for that, guys, but I cannot get the full title in because this one's a big title. It is the WrestleMania 38 podcast, night one prediction with my guest once again, Jesse Hernandez. How you doing, bro?
How's it going? How's it going?
How's it going? So, big night tonight. We've obviously had the Hall of Fame last night, which was very entertaining, very emotional, and very cool at the same time. Now, with so far, we know that NXT's on, but I am not watching that. So,
Oh, really?
um,
I'm watching it. It's actually I've been enjoying it so far.
I ain't been watching NXT in a long time, to be honest. I ain't watching it a couple of weeks, so I'll probably watch it after the stream. I'll start watching it, but I haven't watched it yet. But obviously, we got WrestleMania, the granddaddy of all, as they used to call it. Um, How are you feeling about tonight then? Are you excited for it, or are you like a bit like,
No, I'm ready for it. I this is the first WrestleMania that I've gotten to watch like live since I've come back to wrestling, so I'm excited for it. It's I don't
yeah,
think it's as strong as last year's on paper, but I'm still excited.
yeah, of course. Yeah, last year was obviously. I think last year. I don't know about last year. I'm trying to think. What was night run last year? Wasn't too bad. I think it was better than night two. I think, but obviously we're going to talk about the matches. I'm about to get the matches on my screen right now. If I can get night one's match card. Um, Obviously, there's a lot of rumors going on already about who's who's who I'm trying to spit my words out. Who Steph Rollins' mystery opponent's going to be. We don't know yet who it is. People are saying it's now the Undertaker. Um, People are saying it's
Oh,
Cody
that
Rhodes.
would
People
be
are saying it's Shane.
that
People
would
are
be
saying it's Shane.
awful.
Yeah. People are saying it's Shane. People saying it's Bray Wyatt. Um, but I have got the matches on my card now. Uh, and yeah, right. So let me just go on my screen. I'm going to share the screen with you guys. Share screen. Right. I don't know, guys, if you can see my screen. Is it
It's
sharing
just
for you
showing
guys?
Harry Maguire right now.
Oh, trying to see if I apologize, guys. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to bloody laptop situations. Um, right, let me try and see if it's working. Is it now sharing? Can you see
Not
my
yet.
screen?
Oh, something's happening.
What's going on, man? I'm trying to. Have you? Oh, something happening.
It's trying. It looks like. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay, we got it.
Right, we got it. We got the match card. Right, so I've got the match card here. So first up, we're going to start doing the predictions now, guys. So comment, like, and subscribe. So first up, we got the War Women's Championship match: Becky Lynch versus who's Baka? Who's Baka Lynch? Why did I just say Baka Lynch? Becky Lynch and
Baka.
Bianca Belair. Um, Baka Lynch. Who's Baka Lynch? Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Uh, I don't know why I said Baka. Who do you think's going to win that?
Oh, I hope it's Bianca, but I wouldn't be surprised if Becky wins it. As long as it's a proper match, I can live with Becky winning it. I don't even want.
Yeah,
I hear a lot of talk that they might have Bianca squash her to kind of like wrap up the storyline, but I can't stand squashes. So I would rather if it's a good proper match and Becky wins it, I can live with that. But I'm hoping Bianca takes it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. Miz and Logan Paul versus Ray
Or
and Dominic
my bathroom break, you
Mysterio.
mean?
Yeah, probably a bathroom break to be fair, maybe.
No
What's your
interest in this at
prediction?
all.
What's your prediction for
Oh,
that?
I think this will be. Unfortunately, I think it'll be Miz and Logan Paul.
Mm. I forgot to say who's going to win the last match. I think Becky will win the women's match. For this one, I feel like they're going to have the Mysterios win this. I don't see. I feel like the Miz's WrestleMania record in the last 2 or 3 WrestleManias, or 4 WrestleManias to be fair, have been shocking. So I feel like the Miz will continue his losing streak. Seth Rollins, we'll get to him last. Maybe another sleeper match. Happy Corbin versus Drew McIntyre. Personally, in my opinion, I feel like on paper these two are very talented and could put on a good match. So I might stay and watch that match. But what's your prediction for Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin?
Uh, Drew McIntyre wins, and Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss split up.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're going to try and push Mac up Master. He just won the Andre Memorial Battle Royal
Yeah, yeah.
last night, which
But you know what,
is
Mace? I was
good.
gonna say, like, I know you have the Mysterios winning, but you think they're gonna bring in someone like Logan Paul to lose?
Could do. Maybe. You never know.
Well, no, we'll see.
We'll have to see. But the Usos versus Rick Boobs and Shinsuke Nakamura. I know it says
Uh,
Rick Boobs, guys, but I call him Rick Boobs. That's a common thing on my channel.
you know what? My wife started calling him. Have you been watching it lately? Like, you saw how he got his haircut.
Yeah.
She started calling him Freddie Thickery. Um,
No, credit to your wife then. Shout out to your wife
yeah,
because that I'll give her credit for that.
but I think it'll
Oh,
be. I don't know. I think honestly, I think it'll be the Usos, but I think
yeah,
they're gonna start splitting up Boogs and Nakamura soon.
yeah. Or Mercury, as your wife call it, or Dirty
Uh,
Dickery.
Freddie Thickery, yeah.
Dickery. Oh, that's in my head now. Oh, yeah, I think the Usos will win that, but oh god, that's killed me. But next up, it is Charlotte versus Ronda. Now I know who's going to win this. It's obvious.
I think Ronda's gonna tap her out.
Yes, Ronda's going to win this. Fucking, I'll tell you what. I have been pissed off with this story, and I just want the story not to end.
Yeah, I
With the
have no emotion
with the
towards it at
with
all.
the with the Bianca Becky situation, I kind of enjoyed that storyline. I think that's not been a bad storyline. I think Bianca should be a hairdresser. To be fair, though, since she's done to Becky Lynch's hair. Bloody hell! Like
But
seriously, but
like the problem for me is both Flair and Rousey are so unlikable to me that I
yeah,
just don't really care who wins. Like, I get Ronda's the de facto face, but to me they're both really unlikable. So I have no. I think it's gonna be a decent match, but I have no horse in the race.
yeah, I agree with you, bro. Absolutely. I think Ronda will win this, but I feel like I'm so glad. I know the Stone Cold and the KO show. We'll get to that in a minute. Is going to be the main event, and I know a lot of people will say maybe that might not be. That shouldn't be the main event. But would you rather have that, which has got more of the excitement value and the storyline's been better, or have a Charlotte and Ronda match when we all know Ronda's going to maybe. Ronda's already main evented WrestleMania. Do they honestly? Ronda's and Charlotte's already main evented WrestleMania before. They've not really done anything special in the last month. Charlotte's not really defended her title. Ronda's just won the Rumble, and Stone Cold and KO, obviously, and Stone Cold storyline have been a lot more better, even though Stone Cold hasn't shown up, which I get why they're doing that to,
Oh yeah.
even though it's not a surprise anymore, it's kind of like make it more valued at the show. So, but I'd rather have the Stone Cold and KO. And speaking of KO and Stone Cold, we will get to the Rollins one in a bit because that is part of the subject we're going to talk about. But Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens on the KO show. What do you think of that? Is it going to become a match, a brawl, or
It's gonna
what?
be I think it will turn into a match, but it'll be a squash by Stone Cold.
Yeah. If it would be great though, if Stone Cold and KO just all of a sudden have like an 8 minute match and it's
That'd be
actually decent. But it's
that'd be
going to be.
something.
I'm going to be honest tonight. I'm going to be waking up my mum's, and yep, I'm going to be waking her up when Stone Cold's going to be making his entrance. So I apologise, mum, because it is 1 p.m. in the UK. So a lot of people will be asleep. I'll be staying up watching WrestleMania. So yeah, but no, I think it will be a match. It could be a squash, but gosh, imagine the scenes if it would be a um a normal a 8 minute fast paced match. I'd be sick. But last but not least, Steph Rollins versus the mystery opponent.
Money, 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 money,
It's going to
money,
be
money.
Shane. I feel like it's going to be Shane. That's why I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm like, for fuck's sake, it's going to be Shane.
You know,
Because
what I think it'll be. I think it'll be Shane will come out, and then I think just as he's getting to the ring, Cody's music will hit. If Cody's gonna show up, I think they'll do it that way. I think they'll make people think it's gonna be Shane, and then Cody will come after Shane if he's gonna show up.
yeah, or it could be the Undertaker.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna. There's a lot of things going, and this is what I mean. As much as I like the mystery opponent, at the same time, we must not forget this is WWE.
Yes, it
Anything can
is.
happen. You know, Bray Wyatt's been rumored to be out there just because he said he's in Texas. You know, there's been rumors. It's obviously been rumors this week. It's been Shane McMahon because it was going to be Shane and Steph. Cody Rhodes has been signed to WWE allegedly and apparently was going to return, but apparently he's been dropping. He apparently dropped out yesterday. I don't know where they get this source from. I fucking don't know. But then apparently he's going to be the Undertaker because the Undertaker last night. We will get to the Hall of Fame, guys. Don't worry. And we're going to talk about someone else who's in another company. We'll get to that in a minute. But Undertaker, never say never speech at the end. It does kind of make sense because we are in Dallas and this is his hometown. But we don't know who the mystery opponent. This is actually the scary part. It could be exciting, but it also could be scary who it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely
Um,
terrifying.
I don't think that WWE can pull off a total shock anymore. So I think it will be somebody that we were talking about at least. Like I don't think it's going to be a complete wild card, but I don't know, man. I feel like Shane. It's going to be Shane, man.
I feel like it's going to be Shane in it because I feel like they cannot, they will not. I just have that feeling they cannot pull something off. I have that feeling, but um, that's the WrestleMania prediction, guys. But we've still got loads of subjects to talk about. Um, Now let's get on to some other stuff. We're going to get to the Hall of Fame in a bit, but we want to talk about two new superstars, former WWE wrestlers, who are now part of, well, one of them's part of Ring of Honor, and one of them's part of AEW. To AEW, Tony Storm has made a AEW debut. In my opinion, I'm going to have a huge rant about this in a minute because I want to get this off my chest. But Jesse, what's your opinion of Tony Storm?
So I know she was a huge in the indies, but I didn't watch her back then. Um to me she had so much potential that just wasn't that was wasted in uh on the main show. I know she was good in NXT, so I don't know. I don't know enough about her. Her finisher is sick, but that's about it.
Yeah, so here we go. Here's the ramp part, guys. Here's the ramp part. I'm a bit like on edge. Like, I'm like, well, what's Tony Storm doing in AEW? She says she had issues with WWE because of travel issues, and she didn't want to wrestle anymore, and she got an OnlyFans page because she's a fucking sexy woman, and obviously she got millions because all the simps were paying, and then she made a debut in AEW. I was like, um, I just did not get this, in my opinion. Um, I just did not get this, to be fair. Like, she said she said she didn't want to wrestle anymore, and I think she was getting the push in WWE anyway. I said this when she left. If she's got mentally issues, fair enough, take some break. But to go to eight, it's a bit logical that you said that you want to break from WWE. Your 60-day thing has gone, and now you're going to AEW. I don't see. I don't think she's telling the truth or something like that. Or I'm just honestly confused with her because honestly, from what I heard, when she left WWE, she said she left because of travel issues and mentally she was struggling. That's fine. But this was back in November, December, and we're in April and March, and she's in AEW. And probably, and I'm going to be honest, from logical, I think she's doing this for the money because she's got her OnlyFans where she's getting paid millions, and then she's getting AEW where, let's be real here, AEW does give the money, in my opinion. And I feel like, so I don't know with Tony Storm, that's the problem, but I just don't know with her, to be fair.
Well, I
You know,
mean, let's think about it though. Like AEW, they have less pay-per-views, and I think with AEW, they could put her on a rotation and then take her out so she won't have to travel as much. And um, with AEW, she'll get to like, because see, personally, I don't think personally she was being pushed that well in WWE. She was getting matches, but I thought she was going to turn into the Liv Morgan of SmackDown, where she would just continue losing against the champion. So I was like, personally, I kind of got why she didn't want to stay in WWE, and the indications are that they kind of treat their talent better in AEW. That's up to interpretation, because ask Michael Stunton how he feels about how AEW treated him. But you know,
mm,
and then if you think about it, back in November, it was still kind of up in the air how travel was going to go. Now in March, the world's opened up a little bit more. So
that could be
I
that.
the main thing that is weird to me is that she could easily get buried in AEW.
Yeah,
So, but I think it's more of the fact that I just think that the world has changed in 4 months or whenever it was, and I think that's why she was like, "Let's give it a shot."
yeah, absolutely. I get what you're saying. So, but I honestly don't know. But also, Ring of Honor back last night. Big Samoa Joe, obviously returning to Ring of Honor. Obviously, the company that he was originally in, year when it first started. Him and CM Punk. And I'm going to be honest, I am a sight for Samoa Joe. I think WWE did lose the ball with this because Samoa Joe is one of the most talented. Um, should have been a WWE champion. Should have beat Brock Lesnar back in Great Balls of Fire, in my opinion. I think he's the one who should have won that title. His mic skills is fantastic. One of the best talkers, and his matches. I enjoyed his feud with AJ Styles back in 2018. It's a shame we lost all three, but he was such a brilliant athlete. I watched his matches. What he can do for his size, is unbelievable. Like I'm glad he's in Ring of Honor. I hope they use him well. Because he definitely deserves it. And I was definitely screaming. So. But what's your opinion on Samoa Joe in Ring of Honor?
Well, I'm sure he'll be good in front of the camera, but it's more about what he could do behind the scenes, right? Like the whole thing about Samoa Joe is that he's like no one knows the business better than him. So that's why I thought WWE was insane to cut him, was because of what he could provide behind the scenes, like with Regal. And you already see the impact Regal's having. So, yeah, I'm all for Samoa Joe, and obviously I didn't know Ring of Honor like other people do, but I'm really excited to kind of catch up on it and just kind of learn about it more. And all of these wrestlers, a lot of them got their starts or at least got their break in ROH. So I'm
Mm.
excited. But yeah, I'm always down for seeing Samoa Joe.
Yeah, but obviously that's brilliant. Last but not least, we've got the Hall of Fame. But first of all, I just want to say something, guys. Just a quick little announcement coming on. Beware, in December, there's going to be some watch-alongs for the World Cup. There's going to be one. Hopefully, me and Jesse, maybe Davey, can sort out USA versus England. We hope to God that we can do this watch along. We've been actually discussing since the Euros, or for a long time. We wanted USA and England to play a World Cup match at least. Obviously, great timing that was, because obviously yesterday, who did we draw? USA. So we're going to sort that out. So if you are soccer or football fans, as you call it, beware. December, there's going to be a watch along, hopefully, of USA of World Cup. I might
Oh,
be
definitely. What do you think? You think Scotland or Wales are going to join our group? Because
Wales.
there's going to be one more left. It's
Wales.
going to be Wales.
I got PTSD flashbacks of Bale's free kick in the Euros 2016 when I saw
Ah,
Wales. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, not Wales. I was like,
maybe
oh
you
god.
can maybe you can
And then
slay the
Scotland,
dragon.
I'll beware, USA fans. Scotland are a bunch of cocky bastards. I'm sorry to Scotland fans, but
Wait,
a
wait, wait,
nil
wait, wait,
nil.
wait, 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 wait. Are you trying to tell me as an English fan that Scotland are cocky? I'm
Yeah.
already here. It's coming home. It's coming home.
Oh
I'm
no,
already
I've
hearing that.
already seen on TikTok. I've already seen around the American Dad anthem happening with the USA.
I I believe. That's like that is the worst chant I've ever heard. I'm like, America,
Is that the American chant?
yeah. I'm like,
Oh
guys, guys, we have had 60 years to come up with the chant, and the best we can do is
yeah.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we
And you got him. And apparently, American fans in Iran, is it Iran, that have had some history and they wanted to face each other. So I don't know about that.
Yeah,
So
it's actually it was like a really touching moment at the 1994 World Cup, I want to say.
right.
Iran won that game, but there was like a lot of tensions behind the scenes politically, and then there was like a really good sign of peace during the game. So yeah,
Right.
that's good news.
Right, yeah. So yeah, that's a big announcement, December, guys. So make sure to tune in for that if you are a sports fan. Even if you're not a sports fan, you probably will watch the World Cup because USA. There is quite a few American teams that I'm shocking. Canada, I've got one or two friends who's from
Don't
Canada. So
sleep on Canada. I think Canada could be a dark horse in this tournament.
yeah, I've got Canada and American fans in the World Cup. So I'm looking forward to that. No Ireland, not Ireland. Sorry, Noah. If you're watching, I know Noah's not watching this. Great friend, great guy, but Ireland's not in the.
Oh, don't forget, Costa Rica could still make it too. So there could be uh, four North American teams. So
Yeah, good choice. But anyway, back to wrestling because that's what it's titled. I know a lot of people say, "Yeah, I'm fucking off topic." I know. I wanted to announce this because it was in my head yesterday. But Hall of Fame, obviously, I don't want to talk about SmackDown because SmackDown really last night wasn't. I knew it wasn't going to be great anyway because the Hall of Fame was after, and they were mainly focusing on that. Um, but Hall of Fame last night, very cool, very emotional, very funny at the same time, mixed emotional. Um, the Steiner brothers, it was shocked to see Scott Steiner actually in the Hall of Fame. I am shocked. But when I heard Bron Baker, I was like, get that. I was like, is that Scott Steiner? I thought,
yeah,
I thought Rick Steiner was the dad.
I don't know. We'll have to find out because
Uh,
I'm gonna need a DNA test.
Yeah, that's what I said in the Discord group because
Yeah.
I said, yeah, obviously, don't get your hopes up, guys. They might do a storyline for that, but it's WWE. So,
Oh
but
gosh.
obviously, it was shocking. It was really shocking to see Scott Steiner because obviously, for the last years, he's been chatting shit about Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. So, but fair enough, he's in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, Triple H got a thank you, Triple H chant. That was very touching. Um, Triple H was very emotional. Um, we had JTG and Shad Gaspard's son doing the Crime Time handshake.
That was awesome.
That was nostalgic for me because I used to watch Crime Time every time. So got a little bit teary after that. Very emotional.
That was great.
That was great. And respect to JTG because a lot of people say why did he walk off because he left Shad's wife and son to have his moment. So credit to him. You
Yeah.
know, also just a little off target. Andrade was in the crowd, by the way. I don't know if you lot saw him, but I saw I'm in a Discord group, and there was a picture of Andrade. I will share it to you, Jesse, later.
Oh yeah, I saw it with the selfie with Charlotte Flair and
Yeah, did you see it?
yeah.
Andrade was in the crowd.
Who else was in there?
Apparently Cody was, but I think that was April Fool's Day.
No, I meant in that picture. There's like four of them. I can't remember who else was with them.
I'm not too sure, but I definitely saw Andrade. So AEW might be pissed. Actually, I don't actually know if AEW would be pissed. I don't think they care. To be fair, don't it?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they got mad at MJF for scheduling an interview without them knowing. So
Yeah, so you never know. But yeah, Andrade was there. We had Queen Shamel. I actually didn't listen to Queen Shamel because yeah, I know a little bit for being
that one, I'm not gonna lie, that one touched me like a lot. Like she was right around like my prime of watching wrestling, and I'm a big Booker T fan, and I really loved King Booker and Queen Shamel. So that was
King Booker.
that was my nostalgia moment. Was
I remember the segment with the Big Show, Booker T, and John Cena. I don't know if you remember this when Big Show was like, "You have a white guy who talks like a black guy. You got a black guy talking like Prince Charles. I beg your pardon." I mean, it was.
Tell me, I did not just hear that.
Yeah, obviously we research it, guys. Just type up Big Show, Booker T, and John Cena, and you'll get the video up. But very, very nostalgic. But yeah, Queen Shamel, yep, the manager. So cool to see. Then we had who else did we have? I'm trying to think.
Vader.
Vader. Yeah, obviously good to see. Obviously it was Vader's family, so it was nice to see. And then obviously the Undertaker. Obviously what a speech. My all-time favorite wrestler. So I had to listen to it, and it was great seeing the entrance. Vince McMahon mentioned Bray Wyatt. I actually took the piss this morning. I was just like, no one could hear me. I was in my room, and when he mentioned Bray Wyatt, I was like, oh my god, Bray Wyatt! Bray Wyatt's going to return. Oh my god, Bray Wyatt's going to return. Right, better put do a video. Bray Wyatt was returning because Bray Wyatt's name just got mentioned. Oh, Yokozuna's coming back for dead to face the Undertaker. Oh god, I'm kidding, guys. But that's just what I was taking the piss anyway. But yeah, Vince McMahon doing the introduction, it was very cool because it was rare to see Vince McMahon done it. He's only done it twice, and that was Stone Cold in 2009 and The Undertaker. Obviously,
they talked about how like he sees Undertaker like a son. So I guess it's he probably likes him more than Shane.
Yeah, obviously Undertaker and Steve Austin are big to WWE. So yeah, but the speech was great. Obviously, Undertaker took the piss out of Kane for taking his movesets and calling him the mayor. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, like when he did you see when he teased Godfather?
Oh,
That
yeah.
killed me, man. Because they were like really good friends behind the stage, and he was like when Michelle first showed up, she was like, "You got a reputation." He's like, "Thanks, Godfather."
But also we also mentioned Paul Bearer, Triple H, the end of the year, Shawn Michaels. It was just a great speech. Obviously, the ending was the most talked about. Never say never. Um,
Ugh.
I like the Undertaker, but I think I get where I heard some people saying, yeah, that could be his final match because it's in Dallas. I get that, but what if the match was? I know Steph Bonds is a pro and he's a good athlete, but if that doesn't go right, what was the point when you just had one of the best matches of the whole show last year in that Boneyard match? It was the best
That's
match.
what I mean. I think he's already got the send off personally,
Yeah,
because you don't want to turn it into like Shawn Michaels had a great send off, and then he came back in Saudi
Crown
Arabia,
Jewel.
and ah, sometimes just let it go, man.
Yeah, obviously, it was very cool. But yeah, it was a never. It was obviously in the entrance.
Oh,
Obviously,
you know
the
what?
end.
It was Finn Balor and his spouse. That was the four in the Andrade picture.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
Finn Balor. That guy should be that guy should be so much bigger than he is.
he was
But
in Japan.
oh yeah, the Bullet Club, right?
Yeah, it was very big, but obviously not anymore. Um, But yeah, Hall of Fame probably weren't clearly entertaining Hall of Fame, to be fair. Better than last year and 2019's, in my opinion. I think it was actually the best one in the last, probably since 2014, I believe, because I had just
Was
not been.
last year the one that Beth Phoenix got inducted?
No, that was 2017.
Oh, it's been that long?
No,
Holy moly.
2017 was really good actually because of Kurt Angle one. Beth Phoenix brought out Tony Chimel for the Edge speech. That was entertaining. And the
Yeah.
Kurt Angle, I like the
With the
Kurt
milk.
Angle. Yeah, the Milk on
Yeah.
Mania. That's what I like. You know, um, and then you had Goldberg the next year. That was boring. Ugh. Last year was cool because you had Kane. I like Kane.
Like, see,
Kane was
that's
cool.
what I'm trying to talk about. Like, I don't want Undertaker to turn into Goldberg, where he comes back for 3 matches a year. Good for him to make the money. I'm not trying to say that, but like,
I think he could still make money in either way, isn't it?
oh, he could still make loads of money, but I don't
He
know.
could
Like,
become a producer or something like that, or backstage trainer. You could still get money for that. I think
you
he's.
know what? He's all about tradition, the Undertaker, and so he would break tradition to keep coming back, and it just keep coming back. So
Yeah, absolutely. So, look, Hall of Fame was good last year. We obviously got the show tonight. Tomorrow, we've got other matches too. The main event, of course, the most talked about match, Brock versus Wayne. Have you seen the Wrestlemania stage, by the way? Just forgot to ask you.
yeah, no, after you asked me about it, I went and checked it out. It looks good.
I think it's good. I think it's actually grown on me a little bit. I thought it was okay. Then I double looked and I thought pretty decent actually. I still prefer last year's because I love the canyons on last year's pirate, the way they built the pirate ship and all that, and the
I just like
canyon.
when it's outside. I feel like WrestleMania should be outside
Yeah,
personally. Like,
because it's just like you have more room to put a
yeah,
stage on or something like that. Like they've done it loads of times. I feel like indoor stadiums. It's just like, mm,
but it's
it's
gonna
not.
be indoors next year too. I think, and next year it's gonna be in LA. So
Yeah, but I thought that would be outdoors because I thought LA is quite hot. Like
yeah,
a hot.
but I think it's a dome that they're playing in. If they're playing in the stadium, I think, although they might be able to retract the roof, but
Yeah.
I believe they're playing in the Ram Stadium.
So I don't know about American stadiums to be honest. I'm not a genius. So talk to the genius right here on the right science because I'm not a genius. But yeah, obviously WrestleMania tomorrow. Raw might be good again. You never know with Raw. Actually, I don't know with Raws to be honest too because
And
it's
so,
just double.
hey, Veer is gonna be there, man. Come
Oh,
on now.
Veer's going to be there. That's the best bit.
That's,
Oh,
that's
oh no. Steph opponent could be Veer.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that you know what? I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't
I
hate
would
that.
love it. I
Yeah,
think I think he would get the biggest pop of his
I'm
bloody
telling you
career.
now. I'm telling you now. I would love it.
I would love it. Oh, I love it. Veer against Seth Rollins. Make it happen, Vince. Make it happen. Even though by the time you probably got there, you got all your plans done. Hopefully, it's like
You know that they could change things. Cards subject to change.
you never know. But yeah, obviously we've got WrestleMania tomorrow. I don't know if I'm doing a night two predictions. I might do tomorrow night. I think if Jesse's free, then we'll come back and do it tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
planning on it.
yeah, definitely we'll do that. I was going to do a football one last night, but now looking back, I am done with Man United. I'm sick of talking about Man United. So people will probably say you're sick of talking wrestling, but at least wrestling actually, your team's not losing
Yeah, that's
or not
that's a
drawing.
great
So
point. And you know what? At least it's scripted. So
yeah, so you're like, okay, you know what to say. With Man United, you're like, if they win, fair enough. If you lose, there's no point ranting because we've done it like 20 times a year. So, but anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Oh, I just broke my controller accidentally. Sorry. My God, it's all kicking off. I'm already WrestleMania match with my remote controller. But anyways, it's been very cool, guys. I will definitely doing this tomorrow night. I will try and get the night two match card again. And yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, good night.